Hey guys, it's David here at ToyZilla in the toy bunker. I'm actually in the studio space, which most people don't ever see. We're only here for like very special occasions or live streaming sometimes like this. It was actually the only place in the store I had enough space to spread out tonight's topic. Starting lineup! Yeah! So let me jump down from this chair. I'm like way too high. And we'll take a look at what we got here. Whoa! Oh, okay, I'm okay. Okay. So, now most people don't know us as a sports store. We're actually a toy store. And we have to kind of draw a line somewhere, so we don't actually sell sports stuff, usually. We have a very small section. So what this back room area, this studio space allows us to do is kind of store some of the stuff that we don't normally have space in our store to put out. And what we've been storing for quite some time now, without letting anyone know we have it, is the Kenner's 1990s starting lineup collection. Now, if you're not into this stuff, you know what? I mean, I don't blame you. Some people are like, you know what, I don't remember this 90s stuff, and sports aren't my thing, and whatever. Go ahead, tune out, that's fine. We'll talk about, Funko Pops and, Transformers, more Star Wars, and all that stuff later. But if you're at all interested, there's a fascinating story kind of behind starting the lineup, why it got started, and there seems to be like a definite comeback to these figures. So let me flip the camera around. I'm going to show you some of what we have in the store here and tell you a little bit more about starting lineup. So, starting lineup, it's a brand of figures. It started out in 1988 and it ran to 2001. First, it was done by Kenner. So if you look at a lot of the packages here, they actually have that Kenner logo on it, which makes it kind of cool because everyone loves Kenner, especially like the Star Wars figures. And they were actually conceived of by a former professional football player from the Cincinnati Bengals, Pat McInally. And he actually worked at Kenner. And he was like, why? There's G.I. Joe, there's all these superheroes, but why are there no sports, action figures? So he pushed for this, and it was widely successful. They started, I guess, with football, but then it very quickly went into baseball, basketball, hockey, boxing. Actually, we even have boxing over here, as you can see. There's some hockey. Went back to, some of the classics, like Babe Ruth over here. There's Babe. And they were heavily collectible. And they even did these very large figures called Stadium Stars, which I guess are kind of like your Godzilla size figure, pretty much, because like the sports athlete is actually standing in the stadium. So they kind of fizzled out around 2001, but they have had comebacks. And they've actually had giveaways at some of the stadiums where they gave out, only a couple of years ago, they gave out some new starting lineup figures. So there's another kind of sports collectible. General Mills had Wheaties boxes, like special editions that they would put, sports stars on. But anyway, so starting the lineup had a really great run. And if you ask me, it's due for a comeback. And why are we talking about starting a lineup today? Well, there's a number of reasons. A number of really good reasons. One is that I feel like they are starting to have a comeback. Lately, I feel a lot of people have been looking for the Kobe Bryant starting lineup, like the rookie figure he had, because he kind of came in at sort of the tail end of the line. There's other figures that people have been looking for, and they're starting to really go up in price. One of them I would say, is this guy over here, Dennis Rodman. I was actually in New York at Toy Tokyo, and they had a Dennis Rodman starting lineup figure. And I unless I saw it wrong, I think it was priced around $40 at least. It might have been even higher. But I've been watching the trend on these, and they are starting to come up. And, of course, what we're talking about tonight is stuff we're selling here in the store. So we are selling all of these, but it's going to be a little bit different than normal. We're not selling these like, oh, you can just buy one figure or two figures or no. We're doing something different tonight. We're selling you all of these. Oh, I'm making you dizzy. All of these starting lineup figures as one lot. Why are we doing that? Why won't you why are we not letting you buy one or two or three? We're trying something different. I want to give people like an amazing deal. And right now, everyone's kind of nervous. You know, the stock market is failing. And I'm going to say that these starting lineup figures are actually a better investment than putting your money in the stock market. You think I'm wrong? Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you why, and then you tell me what you think. So first of all, okay, let's look at the price of these back in the 90s. Here we got an old Toys R Us price tag. The standard starting lineup, carded blister pack here is $6.99 plus tax. Okay? And let's look at one of these larger figures here. We got, let's see if I can find one. Okay, I pulled the wrong one. Nope, that one doesn't have a price. Okay, here we go. This guy, $17.99. So they were expensive, right? They were expensive figures for a number of reasons. One, these are all, you know, licensed, you know, they're Kenner. They're licensed by official NBA product. Like, they even have that hollow sticker on the back there, so you know it's legit. These are not bootleg figures. And then the condition on these figures, man, I don't know. The ones we got here, they're what we call either uncirculated, as in they never really even got the boxes that came from Kenner. Like this guy here, no sticker applied, nothing. Or like, you know, ones like this. He's got the Toys R Us sticker on it, but, I mean, there's no damage on any of the corners, nothing. So, here's my thoughts. Right now, these figures, you can look them up. They're not worth huge money right now. But given, like, what's happening right now with, say, the Kobe Bryant figure, even the Dennis Rodman figure, they're going up in price. And I'm telling you why. So 90s figures right now are shooting up in price. Nostalgia from old Kenner toys. Sports celebrities are always near and dear to our hearts. And these guys, I'm pretty sure, are having a comeback. So we're going to sell you all of these things right now. I'll tell you how many figures there are. There's 108 starting lineup figures here. And these were all, like, beautifully preserved in these boxes here. The box, well, maybe I'll give you the box too. But they were preserved for all these decades till now. So that's about 3 decades? I don't know. You can't go wrong with these figures. And I'm going to give you a link right now. So you're not going to buy these from me. We're putting these up on eBay. That way you have some, you know, buyer protection. You don't have to take my word that, you know, these are going to come to you. White Bunny Toys has an eBay page, and they've been helping us with listings for a little while now, because we don't have a website. We don't have, we don't have any online website where you can buy toys. So we just have White Bunny Toys now doing our eBay, and if you can give us that link right now, put that link up, you have a chance to buy all starting lineups right now for one low price. And here, I'm going to tell you what that price is in a second. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked how cheap we're selling these. Remember, $6.99 plus tax back in the 90s. Inflation today, if you inflated that price of $6.99, it would be roughly $10. It would be roughly $10 minimum for these figures each. But we're going to sell them all to you now for less than retail price for $3.50. $3.50. You think I'm completely making that up, but no. $3.50 for a figure that's $6.99, or in this case, a figure that is like even more expensive. But we're selling them for $3.50 each. But you gotta buy them all. That's the catch, right? But you're getting a lot of really good figures, and most of them are singles. Some of the better ones, like Mr. Joe Montana here, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4. You're getting 4 of him, which means, yeah, you can sell them. If you want to collect them, you can also sell some of them. I don't know why Emmitt Smith here, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. And then there's another Joe Montana. This one. So starting a lineup was so damn popular that back. So this was one of the starting lineup conventions, and there you go. There is the link, so you can actually buy these from us right this second. And trust me, we're only selling one person gets this, not 100 people. One person gets to buy these starting lineup. So once it's sold, I'm gonna stop talking about it. And honestly, I'm not gonna keep talking about this. Like, you got me for another 15 minutes. Another 15 minutes tonight. So I'm going to talk to you for 15 more minutes about starting the lineup. And at the very end of this, it's going to be very, very boring and maybe monotonous. But I'm going to go through each and every one of these figures on the table. And I'll tell you their name. I'll tell you, like, the condition of the card. It's going to be boring as hell. But I'm going to leave that for the last, like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So if you guys are bored, you can stop watching at that point. I'm going to try to entertain you till then. But then I'll go through everything on this table as quickly as I can, trying not to mispronounce anybody's names. Now, this is a funny thing. You're like, oh, David's a big sports guy. Oh, yeah, you know, he knows basketball, football, baseball. No, I do not. I am a sports moron. I could barely play any sports back in school. I didn't follow the teams. Look, if I know the name of any of these guys, it means that they're like a really big star. Like, you know, yeah, I know Dennis Rodman, I know Kobe Bryant, I know, what's this guy? Joe Montana again. I do know him. Ask me the name of any Transformer character, I'll tell you their whole backstory, everything about them. Ask me about, Joe Montana, I can't tell you much. Yeah, but we're in a dire world out here. I mean, the coronavirus is keeping everyone on edge. I'm in a bunker well below the street level, and I'm telling you what to invest in today. Not the stock market, but starting lineup. So that's if you come away with nothing other than that tonight, invest in starting a lineup. Take your money out of the stock market. No, I don't work on Wall Street. So, take it for what it is. I'm a toy guy. But I'll tell you that. So, okay, let's take a look at the figures. Look at that listing if you haven't already. Jose is asking me if there's any Chicago Bear players. I don't know. We'll go through it in a minute. We'll see. See, again, I'm like, I am not the sports authority. We actually are. This building used to be a sports authority. It used to be, we actually are coming up with, old Michael Jordan labels, not the shoes, sadly, but we're finding them here and there. We're in the bunker underground. That's where we are now. It used to be a Woolworth store above. It's now a bunker, and we're just trying to survive the apocalypse. So, don't worry, it's not an apocalypse. I exaggerate. I do that sometimes. Okay, let's go. Stop talking to me, and let's look at these toys. Okay, spin around here. Spin around. Let's look. Okay, so where should we start? Okay, let's just start here with... Okay, we're going to start here with hockey. We only have 3 hockey figures here, and they're all the same guy, so he must be a good guy. I mean, who am I to say? He must be a really good guy. What's his name? Gordie Howe? Am I saying that right? Gordie Howe? Now, I'll point out any flaws I see, but every single one of these figures, as far as I can tell in my experience as a toy store owner, seller, collector, it's just really like flawless. There might be some very, very, very tiny, folds on the edges of the cards. That's because they've been singing for 3 decades. Come on, give me a break. But most of them don't even have that. I don't know how, but like, okay, here, let's look at Joe Louis. Joe Louis, I know. Everyone knows Joe Louis. You know, and Rocky over here, we know him. Not Rocky Balboa. Rocky, Marciano. Yes. Okay, they look like they're fighting already. This guy, dude, I don't know. There's no real... Focusing on that edge, there's no wear at all. This is like crazy good condition. Timeless Legends. Joe Louis. So, now, these guys, I think, if I was going to sell these, and I had time to sell them... Now, I'll tell you why we're selling them all as a big bulk lot. We are out of space, my friends. We have no space left. The store is at maximum capacity. We don't have room to even display these guys. We are trying to set up a studio here. We don't even want to use this for toys necessarily, but we're out of space. There's toys everywhere. I mean, we shouldn't even have toys here. What's going on over here? It's a Power Ranger wearing like an Indiana Jones hat. I mean, that makes no sense. And there's like there's a Jeffrey Giraffe over there. There's some Corpse Bride figure signed by Tim Burton. I mean, we have too many toys. So what I'm saying is we're going to start selling these now in bulk. That's what's going to happen. So there you go. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Joe Louis. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 Rockies here. All like excellent, perfect condition. And moving on, because we don't have that much time. This one's one of my favorites. And again, I'm not a sports guy, but I know Babe Ruth. I just looked him up because I was curious. What is a starting lineup Babe Ruth figure going for on eBay? One completed at $10. So immediately you're getting 1, 2, 3 $10 figures. 3 $10 figures, and you're paying $3.50. Okay, now if you're paying for shipping, you're paying a little bit more, but you can pick these up. We're going to have these available. You can do a drive-by. Lisa thinks a drive-by is perfectly fine. I'm not talking about drive-by shooting. It's a drive-by, which means that you drive by our location. You don't have to come in the store, because no one's allowed in here anymore, thanks to what's going on in the world, the pandemic. But you can do a drive-by, and you can pick these up from us, and we'll throw them at you through your car window. Actually, no, well, we won't throw them. Well, they're in mint condition. We're not going to throw them. We'll carefully hand them to you in a big box wearing surgical gloves. Okay, so that's Babe Ruth. Moving on to another dude that plays baseball, Whitey Ford. We got 2 of him. Okay, that one's completely mint. What we have here is some very minor fold on that top hanger hook, but very minor. Come on, that's nothing. But there's not many like that. I'm just pointing out because that's like the only example I find. Okay, and you probably know this guy here, Jackie Robinson. Okay, even Jackie Robinson I know. So we know Jackie Robinson. You got 2 of Jackie Robinson. And there's only a minor minor, not even fold. It's called warping, a little bit of warping on that. This one really doesn't have any. You get see how straight those cards are? My God, that's insane. For something that's so many decades old. Okay, who is this guy? Who is he? Does anyone know Mr. Young? Okay, I don't even know who this guy is, but he must be great. Because look, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 of him. This is a collector. This came from a collector. He knew this guy was great. He got 4 of him, not 1, not 2, not 3. Okay, who is this? This one I know. Reggie Jackson. There he is, Mr. Jackson, looking good. Okay, pretty straight card on that one, but you have 3 of them. I think this one's even straighter. Yeah, and that last one's probably the best. Yep, really great condition. Okay, and by the way, I sanitized my hands. I used so much of that sanitation gel on my hands that they are falling apart right now. So don't worry, there's no germs here. No germ can survive here. Okay, here we go. A little bit more light. This is... Who are we talking about now? We're talking about Willie Mays. Okay, if I know who Willie Mays is, and I've only seen 1 baseball game in my life, but I know Willie Mays, and you're getting 3 of him? That's really too good a deal. Okay, but I've already committed to this. So you're getting 3 Willie Mays. Yeah, you're getting 3 Babe Ruths. Okay, and I already went through all the boxers you're getting. Okay, Stadium Stars. I talked about these a little. These guys are huge. They're like a whopping... I mean, they're kind of like 6 inch. They're probably bigger than your Marvel Legend figure. You know, that guy's like your 3.5 inch figure. I think this guy's probably a 6 or 7. But you can see there's our friend Cecil Fielder in the Tiger Stadium. So you get a stadium. That's actually pretty awesome. And the dude is huge. So yeah, he's like I said, Godzilla size, compared to the stadium. Here you got Nolan Ryan. Now where is he in? He's in the Arlington Stadium. You got Ken Griffey Jr. in the Kingdome. Okay, now you got 1 of each of these guys, but you do have two of Deion Sanders. So he's awesome if you get 2 of him. That's pretty awesome. And these are in good shape, too. These are all sealed. Completely sealed. Okay, there's a little bit of dust on that one. Okay, I admit, a little bit of dust, but completely factory sealed. As you can tell. All these are in impeccable condition. I'll just stack them up there as you can see. So 6 of these Stadium Stars you're getting. Now, these guys, okay, there's a little bit of a bulge on the top. So these are the only ones I see any minor issues. And that's because I think at one point maybe they got a little bit of water damage. But now that's the only ones. All of these, you'll see in a second, they are perfect. These, I'm throwing them in. That's why look, they were originally $17.99. You're getting them for $3.50. So don't complain. All the rest of these are perfectly... Okay, I'm talking too much here. I'm going to move along because I have a lot to cover. Okay, so let's start down here. We got 94 edition starting lineup, NBA, Sean Bradley. Okay, that's Alonzo. We got 2 Hakeems. Got 1 Chris Mullen. 1, I can't say his name, so just look at it. Can you see it? Okay. Sorry. Oh, hey, here's another Jim Jackson. So actually, there were 4 Jim Jacksons. I didn't see that guy. Okay, Dominic Wilkins. We got 2 of him. We got 2 Harold Miners over here. We got a Derek Coleman. And now we're moving into football. So, okay, let's start right here. We got Ken Norton, 1 of him. We got 2 Drew Bledsoe. Amazing condition on these guys. Just look. Okay, we got 2. This is a great pose. I really like this pose. 2 Jerry Rice. And that's a great, pose. He's just, catching that football. Looks pretty nice. All right. And then Dan Marino. We got 1 of him. Okay, moving over. We got Rick Meyer. 1 of him. We got 2 Eric Metcalf. Really amazing condition. We got 1 Barry Sanders. Very, very slight fold on that corner, but otherwise, this guy's mint. This one is completely mint. Steve Young, looking really good. Yeah, no problems with his card at all. Moving over, 2 Jerry Rice, which I guess was the same as the Jerry Rice over there. So you got 4 Jerry Rice. That's not too bad. All perfect condition. 2 Ken Norton. Still with that Toys R Us price tag. In my mind, that makes it worth more money. Come on. Just perfect condition. That's amazing. Okay, now we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Joe Montana. That's amazing. 4 Joe Montanas. Can you have too much Joe Montanas? I don't know. I don't think you can. And here's Rod Woodson. Just like a perfect card. Okay. Wow, put him back. Okay. And right behind that guy, we got Jerome Bettis. Okay, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Lawrence Taylors. And here's Troy Aikman. You got 2 of him. Showing off some abs, showing off that stomach. Yep, not too bad. Rick Meyer, you got 2 of him over here. Okay, and here's, I don't want to say his name wrong, so here, just got 2 of that guy. You got 1, 2, 3 of Jerome over here. And, okay, this is the one we have the most of. I don't know why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Emmitt Smith. Yeah. You know what? You can do a lot of things with that. You can trade them, give them as gifts. You can sell them. You can do whatever you want. Okay, this is the one I was talking about. So starting lineup was so dang popular. They did a convention exclusive. This one was in Anaheim. The Great Western Joe Montana figure. And that's just completely mint. And you know what? I'll throw in that Wheaties box, too. Yes, it still has the Wheaties. It's perfect condition. I don't know if you would want to eat the Wheaties. I'm just going to say you agree not to eat the Wheaties if you buy this lot, because I don't want to be responsible for your health. Okay, and we got Ronnie Harmon here. 1 of him. And 1 Brent Jones. And I ran out of room on the table. So many starting lineup. Okay, we got Rodney Hampton, Lorenzo White, Junior Seau, and Deion Sanders over here, who, hey, he's a good one. And he's in perfect shape too. And you got Boomer, also in perfect shape. And I got through all of them without losing my voice. I'll probably lose it tomorrow, but that's a heck of a collection. And like I said, they were packed securely in these boxes for about 3 decades. They're going to come to you packed the same way. Just take these off our hands. And here's the good thing, too. I'm going to tell you right now. We're selling this as a lot, but guess what? Yeah, we've got more starting a lineup than this. We have even more starting a lineup. But I'm not going to tell you what figures they are or even show them to you or any of that stuff until these guys are gone. So that's the deal. If you want to see more starting lineup, someone's going to have to buy the starting lineup first. Otherwise, no more starting lineup. Yeah. Okay. So I think we're about out of time. So that link is good. The eBay link, it's going to be live. It's live now, so you could buy them. And here's the thing. If you think $3.50 for each starting lineup is too much money, you can make an offer. Yeah, you can make an offer on the starting lineup collection and, say I just want to pay, $2.99 per figure like that, But hey, I'm telling you, some of these starting lineup, at least you can start selling for big money. You sit on these for a couple of years, they're going to be worth even more. Now, if you're bored and you want to be like, hey, David, stop talking about starting lineup already. Enough starting lineup. I'll give you a little glimpse into some items we have here, but then that's it. So, okay. Here we have, this is something that is really cool. We're going to talk about Dragon Ball. We will. And these are expensive, but these are fig pins that were only sold at conventions. It's the over 9,000 Vegeta fig pin. And then we have our good friends at the Little Subjects have a very exclusive club. It's only open to 1,000 people. And you get these really awesome semi-transparent figures sent to you. And you don't know what you're going to get. This one is from Game of Thrones. Those are Freddy Krueger's. If you ever get the completely clear version, you're in a lot of luck because that one's super rare. And then this was actually my first Funko I ever bought at Comic-Con. This was 2011. They had something that year called Funko Pops, which I didn't really like. But the Wacky Wobblers I thought were awesome. So this one talks. He's a talking butthead. So, yeah, little did I know that if I bought in 2011 any of the Funko Pops, they would be worth like hundreds of dollars right now. For example, over here, how much is that pop worth? $899. It's a D23 exclusive from 2013, only 500 made. But back in 2011, they made even fewer. So, and yeah, I said I'd show you the Corpse Bride figure. This thing is a 1/1 scale original. I mean, not used in the movie, but hey, Corpse Bride figure. He is signed by Tim Burton on the base. Pretty awesome. How much is he? Only $150. Signed by Tim Burton. Not too bad. Comes with this little book too. Upside down. Okay. Corpse Bride book. Okay. So that's the kind of thing we have back here. Yeah, and I said, yeah, we have a Jeffrey Giraffe doll. He's only about $20. Not super rare. But we have some cool stuff back here. You never know what you'll find. And a lot of this stuff we'll probably be putting up on our eBay page because it's just too rare and people don't know what it is. And G.I. Joe over there. We got Star Wars Smurfs. We got Thundercats, X-Men, miscellaneous. Who knows what that is? If you saw the first Toy Story, you'd know. Sailor Moon. And that brings us back to our friend Vegeta. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate. Till next time, I'll see you tomorrow at the same time, right? Yeah, 8 o'clock. We'll have another cool toy to review. More stuff. Bye-bye! Whoa!